Medellin. Good morning. Buenos dias. The city of eternal spring.
Not by design. It just happens that, on average, I visit this city every 3 months. I get asked a lot about Medellin. In this video, I will share with you what people are getting wrong about Medellin and provide my feedback on how to do this right. Alright, let's talk about where to stay. Your hotel accommodation. Look, this is where people are getting it wrong. If this is your first time in Medellin, do yourself a favor. Do not stay anywhere other than El Poblado, which is also the main tourist hub of Medellin. Let's be real. You did not come to Medellin to live in a farmhouse in the mountain. In El Poblado, you will find all types of accommodation in all budget ranges, including beautiful top-tier mansions, apartment buildings with spectacular views, and the finest hotels. I was talking to a friend about his recent trip to Medellin, and he was complaining about the food. You know why? He was not in El Poblado. He was in the middle of nowhere. There were no restaurants, nothing to do other than being in the mansion. Don't get me wrong, he rented a beautiful mansion in the mountains with spectacular views. However, he ended up spending most of his time in the mountains. The caretaker of the mansion was also the chef for the group. I'm like, dude, the lady that's cleaning your toilet, fixing your bed, is also preparing your meals. She's your chef, and you're complaining about the food? It does not work that way. Don't get me wrong, the fincas are amazing retreats. However, you'll be missing out on so much the city has to offer. Trust me, I get it. You're with your group and you have it all planned out, but I'm telling you, it is best to stay in El Poblado. Do day trips to the mountains for hiking or other activities. In this city, there are plenty of dining options, night out activities, shopping, malls, spas, you name it. Now, let's talk about what to consider outside the norm when you're thinking about booking a hotel. First, you have to know the hotel's guest policy. These are the mistakes people are making. Some hotels are more strict than others on letting guests in. Let's face it, after you come down here a few times, you make friends. Or you have friends from other hotels who want to come join you. Most likely, there will be additional charges to bring guests in. The guest policy is a double-edged sword. It can be a good thing or a bad thing. You have to consider, do you want to stay in a place where guests are allowed? Maybe, maybe not. My personal preference is a strict guest policy. I like my habitation to be serene and tranquil. I've had unregistered guests walk right in with me with no questions asked. What I'm trying to get here is know the cost that comes with it. Maybe Airbnb is an option for you. Now let's talk about safety. Is Medellin safe? Well, let me share a story. One afternoon, a friend of mine invites me to meet her in Bello. The local pronunciation is Bello. Bello is about 30 minutes from El Poblado. I needed to do some shopping, so we agreed to meet in a mall, Centro Comercial Fabricato. Just going into Bello and away from El Poblado, you can see and feel the difference. Let's put it this way, Bello is not as developed as Medellin. So I go to the mall, we have a good time getting food and doing shopping.
What is the name of this?
Carpaccio. Es carne marinada cruda. Necesitamos tenedor.
Then we decide to take a taxi to go to her place in Bello because she had a present for me. As we get inside the neighborhood, the roads become very narrow. It is around evening, so it's also getting dark. All of a sudden, a car in front of us just stops right there. When we stop, I feel the alertness, anxiety on the driver. He keeps looking around to the point of me getting nervous. My friend herself, she kept looking around too. If I did not know her any better, I would think this is 100% setup. I asked her, why are you nervous? And she says, because the car stopped. You can see and feel the nervousness in everyone. Overall, nothing happened. Her apartment building is the nicest building I have seen in Bejo. We made it to her apartment safe, and I picked up my present. On our way back to El Poblado, our taxi was hit with a motorcycle, but that's another story. The story I'm trying to tell here is even the locals are alert of their surroundings because theft, robbery is very common. The locals themselves do not feel safe. Truth is, I had no business being in Becho, but that's what happens when you live in the city long enough. You start meeting new people, you start venturing out to new places. I've been to other barrios, different zones, and 100% you have to keep your guard up. Every neighborhood in Medellin and surrounding area are very different. My recommendation will be, if you're a tourist, do not venture out without knowing where you are going. El Poblado is safe. I have friends in Envigado and I feel very safe there to the point I walk around the city even in the dark. Now let's talk about the lifestyle here. Unfortunately, Medellin has many misconceptions. People associate Medellin with just prepaid sex, drugs, violence. This is not the real Medellin. Look around you. Look at all these buildings. The prostitutes did not build this city. There are lawyers, doctors, artists. Look around you. The locals here do not like the sex, the drugs, the violence, the foreigners who come to Medellin for the wrong reasons. You want to see the real Medellin? Come with me. It's right behind me. I will show you the real Medellin and introduce you to some of my friends.
How are you?
All right, welcome.
Thank you. So,
Yes.
You said welcome back.
Yeah, you told me that you were gonna be back. I'm
yes,
very glad you are here back again.
this is one of my most favorite places in Medellin. I love this perfume shop. I love the concept. And this was started by Juan's daughter. And she's in Miami right now. Smell. I want to try on some. Which
Yes.
one would you recommend?
Okay,
Let's go.
we're gonna start with Medellin. Medellin, yeah, we opened the store February 1st to 24, so this year. This was like, it took probably 6 months or 7 to develop and to say yes. My dad was the one that said yes to that one. It's very Medellin, very clean, very nature. It's all love, and that's what she wanted to transmit about this. If you ask around, and the numbers that we have here, it's probably 50 of them.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so this goes equally. Both
Yes.
men and women find it appealing.
Even though I love this one in a number 7,
Okay.
we can try this one. You put this yourself, and you're gonna have problems with the girl. Okay.
This comes right here.
In at number 7, woman love this one. Okay, you put that on. Even guys are gonna ask you. Women are gonna ask you more. Why do you wear a woman?
Right.
Because yeah, they love this one.
Now, there was a popular one you showed me last time, and I did not get it. Can we smell it again? this
Yes,
time?
of course. Which one was number 7? I'll tell you. So
Why did you decide to open the shop here?
I have seen the development of this area. For me, this is the best corner in El Poblado right now. And with this tienda, as I call it, with this store, I've been with the Click. We have really good restaurants around. It's one of the most beautiful ones right now in El Poblado.
This is my favorite area.
Okay,
I'm saying it because
Yes.
when you just walk down
right,
you see all the greenery.
right.
It's just itself. It just makes you feel at peace.
Yeah, that's true. And even, Medellin has great weather. Real Colombians have nice people. Medellin has a different type of people that are more like friendly, more family friendly. But anywhere we go to Colombia, you're gonna find great people.
NTT, the name.
Okay, that's a long story. I said, if I have a daughter in my life, if God wants to give me a daughter, her name will be Nina. So that's what it's called, NN, that Nina. My last name is Toro. So she created that, she put that NNT, and everything now you see, Cuisines Lab. So NNT Lab is like the brand you can get into Instagram, NNT Lab.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I love it.
That's the story about Nina Toro. She was the one who decided that.
Yeah, Juan, it was a pleasure.
Okay.
My friend Juan here. I love this place. And you're becoming like a landmark here. I honestly feel that way.
Oh,
Because a couple things went up in this part.
yes.
Like you mentioned, Click Clack, everybody knows it. But I feel like with you being here, it's just another addition to the city.
So the roots. I'm glad that I was born in this country, especially in Medellin. I love Cartagena. I love I don't know the Amazonic bar, but I love to go. But Bogota is great. Cali is great. The north, south, east, west is great. So the more I go out, I feel that we have everything in this country. We have few problems, yes. Always we have a few problems. But as you if you find out the heart of the love and the heart in this country is of love. But like you say, it's great. So yes, if you tell me what you're gonna live in the next 10 years, I wanna die here. That's
How amazing is that?
there.
Federico,
Hi, how's it going?
how are you doing, my friend?
Doing great, how are you?
So good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
So I'm in Duque Arango with my man Federico over here. This is one of my favorite places in Medellin. Beautiful artwork, but we will let the master tell us about his gallery and we're gonna show you around. I wanted to like promote the art scene in Medellin.
There's a nice art scene there. There are a lot of ateliers and there are like 2 small galleries, very like independent projects, also collective.
Tell us a little bit about your gallery.
The gallery was founded by my father, who has been in the market for 45 years. He had his first gallery in an old neighborhood called Prado Centro, downtown. Then he came here to Poblado, the early 90s. This is the first and only gallery in Colombia to be designed and built to be an art gallery. Here our core is Latin American blue chip artists such as Fernando Otero, Oswaldo Guarazamin, David Mansur, Alejandro Obregón, Jesus Rafael Soto, Carlos Cruz Diaz, among other artists around the Latin American art scene. Oswaldo Guarazamin, Ecuadorian master from the last century. We have drawing by Fernando Otero here, still life. Fernando Otero drawing on paper.
So I will say this is one of the more exclusive galleries. You carry the
Colombian, Latin American
masters artists. It's very impressive, especially a lot of these artists here they're so brilliant. Do you participate in exhibitions?
Yeah, we do exhibitions here in the gallery. We also do art fairs, Art Miami, Palm Beach, modern and contemporary. We do Sonamacuis de Mexico. They are the main art fairs that we are participating. You know, art is to take care about history and don't repeat the mistakes that have been done here, especially with the gangs and narco traffics and everything, you know, and the mafia.
Yeah. So there are a lot of great artists that are coming out of Medellin, Colombia in general. So if you are an art lover, this is a country, I will say, appreciates art. You will see it in the buildings, you will see it all over. So definitely it's something I personally enjoy. I'm with my boy Felipe. Every time I go to him, I see new additions, new tattoos, rings. Check out the net ones. Felipe is the #1 barber in Medellin. #1 barber. Hard to get a hold of him. When you do, make sure you get him. I'm super glad to know him. I'm super proud of him. I've seen his progress over the years and it's just like fascinating to me. Good friend, really good barber. So make sure you go check him out.
Ta-da!